This is Rocky Rana from the Rialto Property Buyers Agency. Today we have got Angus Mill. He is a 23-year-old handsome man based out of in New South Wales, and he's the youngest investor we have ever serviced. This one is pretty much exciting for me, and I'm sure as an audience, if you're looking at, let's look at Angus that understand his investor mindset. At the age of 23, you would be expected to do party. I'm not saying generalization, but you could be partying out and doing other stuff, other activities, maybe sports, but coming out all the way differently and becoming an investor at this age, and not just one property. He's wanting to build a portfolio of about 5 to 6 properties until he turns 30. Let's hear from him. What is his motivation? And there we go. Angus, now, do you want to just introduce yourself, who you are?
I'm Angus. I am 23-year-old fly in, fly out worker. Recently just bought a property with Realtor. And
Sure. Which industry do you work in?
the mining and environment industry.
And whereabouts are you based?
I work in Queensland in Mackay, but I live in Wollongong, New South Wales.
You're flying in and flying out. Perfect. What was your motivational or a trigger point that how did you start investing into properties? Where that thought come from?
Well, I've been investing in other sectors for a little while now, probably since I turned 18, really. And I just felt like property was the next step. Finally had enough capital to do it, so decided to take the plunge.
And which sort of other industries you have been investing? Because I have asked you such questions, but since we are interviewing you now, please share what sort of industries were there.
Well, I started in just doing index funds, your safe, easy, like Beta shares or Vanguard index funds, ETFs. And then a little bit in crypto, I went all right. And then I played around with some individual stocks, but ended up getting rid of those and just going back to the simple investments, and then just started saving up money towards a deposit and for a house. Figured that was the next step. Did some research in why investment properties in Australia is a good avenue to go down for the returns that I'm looking for. It seemed like the right thing to do.
Sure. You have been investing since the age of 18 and you're 23, been about 5 years. And I just want to bring out that one thing. One question out of you is that when you compare crypto with buying properties, what is your point of view? Do you find crypto to be safe? Do you expect them to be as reliable as property? How would you compare? Because you have done both. I've never invested in crypto, so I want to learn it from you and somebody looking at the properties. How did you differentiate, or how is your experience? Would you still continue doing crypto and doing properties as well?
Well, as the crypto market gets bigger and bigger, it's becoming less and less more volatile, as it takes more money for it to jump around like it used to. So it is slowly becoming less volatile, I think, and slightly safer-ish. This is my opinion. But compared to property, like investing in property, there's a lot of hoops you have to jump through. Whereas with crypto, you just download an app on your phone and you just press a coin that you like. Like to start off with, it's easy to get into. And with property, there's, I know, something about having a real asset, like a hard asset you can see, you can touch, and something that provides housing. And also there's obviously the tax benefits of having an investment property, and there's just a lot of green lights to start moving towards property instead of investing all of it in crypto or stocks.
Sure. And from the risk perspective, crypto versus the properties, how would you differentiate that?
The risk in properties is definitely like safer. I'd definitely say it's a safer appetite, depending on what like cryptos you can go in, because there's obviously some that are just may as well be gambling, and there's others like if you're buying Bitcoin or Ethereum, it's pretty safe, but still not as safe as houses, as the term says. But yeah, with housing, I don't think you can really lose if you're holding for long term in Australia. Like I don't plan on selling for the next like 20, 30 years. I think I'll be selling it for less than what I bought it for in 30 years.
Sure. You definitely have got a lot of idea beyond just investing in properties. Now, I want to ask you this question. This could be a personal one as well. And if you like, you can skip this one. Where did this fire come into you that you want to get into investments, be it any sort of that? So where did it come from?
Just seeing people older, like my mum and my dad still working when they're like in the late 60s, and I just don't want to do that myself. I want to have like freedom, so I'm like financially free. I don't really want to be rich per se. It's just to have the freedom to do what you want and pursue something that you want to do, whether like, and money doesn't really matter.
Got that. That's a good view of looking at things. And right now you are working in the mining industry. How your future looks like for you professionally? Are you keep doing the same stuff, or are you doing it just for a time being, the mining work?
Probably it's not something I want to do forever. The fly in, fly out life is pretty hard. I do miss out on a lot of things because I'm always away, doing working 2 weeks on, 1 week off, sometimes working 3 in 1s. You have to make some sacrifices, but you do get rewarded with the money that you earn. But yeah, it's definitely not something I want to do forever. I want to have enough money and investments all ready to go by the time I'm 30, so I can kind of step back from this and pursue something that I'm more passionate about.
And what are you passionate about?
I don't know, a lot of things. I think I'm still young, want to find, so I have a lot of time to find that passion, I think.
Yeah, maybe you will become a mentor or a coach as an investor, because starting at the age of 23, and if you're going to have a portfolio of about 6 properties by the age of 30, you could be one of them. But anyways, that is up to you. All right. Next question I want to ask you: did you try on your own before choosing to use a buyer's agent to buy investment properties?
Yes and no. When I started researching a lot, I started researching all the avenues and then found out that there were such thing as buyer's agents and what they do. And like I was actively looking for properties, but because of work and I'm also studying part-time, I realized that there was a lot of time and effort to take on because it's a big decision and I wanted to make sure it was right. And like there were some courses I could have done, but with the time on my hands, I don't really have the time. And then I realized there was buyer's agents, and then pretty much went on the hunt for one because it just made sense for me, at least for this one.
And then because you have got so many options of buyer's agents, did you have anything in mind that you want to go with a particular sort of buyer's agency? So the question is coming from that you have got so many options. How did you narrow down on Rialto?
Well, I was shopping around for a while. I think I had 4 different guys, and then I had like their discovery calls and talked to them on the phone a few times. But I know you guys stuck out a little bit. You're very responsive. You're always talking, and I saw your like comments on a few Facebook groups that I was in, and I was like, every time I saw your comment, I'd read it because I found the information pretty helpful. And yeah, I just messaged you. I didn't even know you were a buyer's agent when I messaged you.
Perfect. All right. Now you have used the buyer's agency services. Before using the buyer's agency services, what was your expectations from a buyer's agency? What do you thought that they would be doing for you?
I thought that would help me find a property, and I kind of thought that was it. I didn't realize how much like you guys actually did. No, it was good.
Our focus is pretty much on educating our clients. I just want to understand from you, did you learn something new which may help you in future, even if you want to go and buy investment properties on your own?
For sure. Definitely learn a lot through this experience, through all the parties that you need to know, and because you guys have been in the game for so long, you've built these relationships with mortgage brokers and property managers, and now I have a clue like what I need to do. It was really handy.
Great, perfect. And how did you find the overall experience of using a buyer's agency? Was it a smooth experience in terms of your communications, in the terms of your negotiations as well? Because I remember we got you one deal about a month ago, and then we needed to pull you out of that deal because there was something not really great going on at the property when the property inspector went up there. How did you find the overall experience? Because investing in properties is never so smooth as you would like, especially into the established properties. Any commentary on that?
It was definitely a little roller coaster ride. I don't know if I could have done it by myself with everything that happened, but no, it was really handy to have you guys there to kind of hold my hand or point me in the right direction, because There's a few times there where I probably would have, because I'm working so much, it's hard to keep on top of everything. Some things I would have missed that you guys picked up on.
Perfect. There would be a lot of people who would be looking at this video. And do you have any sort of message if somebody is sitting right on the fence and they are thinking about if they should be investing into properties now or later on? Do you have any sort of advice for them?
It's like that old saying, the best time to plant a tree was a decade ago, and the next best time is tomorrow. Just do it now. The longer you wait, you just watch the prices go up, and you might get priced out of the market. As long as you have all your ducks in a row, you've got the capital, you're ready to do it. Don't hang on the fence, because you'll get priced out of the market.
Perfect. Great. Thank you very much for your time, Angus. Again, I will congratulate you on your investment journey kickstarting, and we'll be speaking with you soon on your next investment property again. Take care of yourself.
Sounds good, man. Thank you.